G'day, it's Christine here from Chris W Designs, and today I'm going to have a rant about Facebook. So some weeks ago, just randomly out of the blue, my Facebook account got suspended. Just like that. I had no idea why. There was no explanation. I just received this message that they're investigating my account and I can appeal if I wish, which I did straight away, but there was no real explanation and there was no way of contacting a human. It was just like, sit and wait. They said they usually give you an answer pretty quickly, which indicated to me, well, maybe it's nothing to worry about, because it was like something usually just a little more than 24 hours and they'll give you a reply, give you an answer on your appeal. So I waited and it was pretty devastating. I felt sad. I felt lost. Like suddenly my whole Facebook community is gone. Like I have a pretty large Facebook group, nearly 20,000 people on there, and we were in the middle of a test, the Daily Drift. We were right in the middle of this test, and then suddenly I can't access my testing group. And so sadness and all the emotions under the sun, like it was just so frustrating, and eventually all these other emotions turned into anger. Like, how dare they? What right do they have? Because the days just dragged on and we had to get on with the test. I had to find an alternative solution, and that first solution was not particularly great, and it was so confusing because there was a heap of corrections in my Facebook group and poof, they were gone. I tell you, it's just unbelievable that these people have the right to do that. No explanation, just poof, suddenly your account's suspended. Oops, oh, yeah. I was so angry after a while. It just really made me angry. So I mentioned it in my newsletter to my subscribers, and the amount of emails that I got and the reaction I got to what happened to me, so many people, they said the same thing happened to them. Their account was suspended, no proper explanation, no real time frame, no one to contact, there's no email, there's no phone number, there's just zero way to contact anyone to find out what's going on, how long it's going to be, what's going to happen. Why am I suspended? Nothing. Zero. Zilch. This huge company and they don't have any customer support. How ridiculous. Really, I was so shocked by how many people were in the same boat as me and how many people relied on Facebook for their entire customer base, and suddenly, boof, it's gone. And what happened? They lost their completely lost their whole business. Facebook really seemed to think they rule the world or something. They just do what they like. They don't have to answer to anyone. There's no comeback, no way to reach out to anybody for help. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. And let's face it, what's Facebook like these days anyway, really? When I was off Facebook for a while, I started to realize it's a real rabbit hole. I spent so much time, or wasted so much time scrolling Facebook. One of the common things that people told me was how Facebook made them feel inside. Like, you'd scroll and you'd see all the work that other people were doing. Their photos were beautiful, their bags were so unreal, they were perfect. And it was depressing. And I found that while I was not able to access Facebook, mentally I felt so much better. It was unbelievable, honestly, from a mental point of view, from a feeling inside, like not having that thrown in my face, all these people's perfect work and all these new designs coming out day, week. There's practically a new pattern every day, and it's, from a designer's point of view, it's really, really stressful trying to keep up with getting your name out there, because if you just disappear for a short while, you're gone, because people forget about you because there's just this bombardment of new patterns. And when you go scrolling Facebook as a designer, it's really quite stressful. And then you see people complaining about this and complaining about that, and you take it all on board, and it's very depressing and it's very mentally draining. And I had a lot of people email me and said the same thing for various reasons. just even people that sew bags just for their own use, they feel inadequate. They don't feel like sharing theirs because they see all these perfect ones and they think, oh, I can never do that. Come on, we all make wonky stitches and things are not 100% pressed completely accurately. Perfection. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as perfection. We as makers and designers, we need to embrace imperfections for the beauty that is in those imperfections. And being away from Facebook for that about a month was really actually quite healing mentally, and boy did I realize how much time I just wasted scrolling. It's not healthy. It really isn't. But that so many people said that they really had to stay off Facebook for those reasons, that they just got too depressed by it. And the thing is, as a designer, we use it to promote our work, so it's kind of like we need to be on there. We need to drop a link for our pattern so that people can find us. People can realise who we are and see our work. After the experience and being my account suspended for a month, it made me realise that I am relying way too much on Facebook and there has to be other alternatives. I existed before Facebook became a thing. So I decided to build my own community now away from Facebook on my website. No AI. I'm still in the process of making it as of shooting this video, but it's not too far away and I will launch it and share it with everybody, and I really hope that you'll all come and join this community. Facebook's just I'm just so over Facebook. They really didn't give me any explanation. No one to contact. I mean, how fair is that? Come on, a big company like that, and they just don't hire staff or what? What is it? How do they think that they have the right to just suspend someone's account with not even giving them a chance to work out why or telling them why? My account just miraculously reappeared after a month. Just poof, it's back again. Oh, we're sorry you couldn't use Facebook for a while. They said they need to keep the community safe. What was unsafe about me posting photos of bags? What is unsafe about that? And that's the thing. How safe is Facebook? Because I've had so many people contact me and say, hey, I bought something off Facebook. I thought it was a designer's pattern and they stole my money. It wasn't real. It was a scam. It wasn't the designer at all. It was a scam. They got nothing. Other people, they got parts of a pattern because these fake ads have just stolen other designers' work and used their photos. These scam posts, you have to really watch out for them. They masquerade as one of the designers and they use their photos. It makes it look real, but it's not. You click on that link and you get taken to a fake website and you make a purchase, which you get nothing or half a pattern, no support, no nothing. Please don't get sucked into that. A lot of people do. I've had people contact me and say they ended up with viruses because of these ads on Facebook. How is Facebook keeping people safe when they allow this kind of advertising from scammers? And yet here we are in a private Facebook group posting photos of bags and it doesn't comply to their community standards. Seriously? God, what is it with Facebook? Who do they think they are? I mean, it's just ridiculous. It makes me angry. It really does make me angry that they think that they can treat people like this and just get away with it. Well, they do get away with it. How many people contacted me? So many people contacted me. They had their entire business on Facebook and then bang, no access, their accounts are suspended. Some people had them suspended for months, some people had them suspended for 6 months, and then poof, finally they closed it all together and they had no access. Now, if you've got a business, and many people that contacted me said this, they had their whole business on Facebook, their Facebook group, their advertising, everything was on Facebook. And some of them had hundreds of thousands of people in their Facebook groups. Facebook doesn't care. They still suspended them, and their whole business down the tube, just because Facebook decides, poof, you're gone. I really do urge anyone who has or uses Facebook for business purposes, please use it as a tool. Do not have your whole customer base or means of contacting your customers on Facebook. Please make sure you have other means, whether you have a YouTube channel or a newsletter or something. Do not have everything on Facebook. It's devastating. It's absolutely devastating to have this company come along and say, poof, you're suspended. Weeks of what? Lost sales? Do they care? They don't care. They don't give a poop. They just don't care. And there's nothing you can do about it. No one to contact, nothing. All I can say is please don't let it happen to you. I myself, because I was in the middle of a test, that was just so stressful. Now I'm making sure any testing is nothing to do with Facebook. It's on my own private website. Everything I do in future is going to be my website and YouTube, and while I'll keep my Facebook group as a means of, hey, here I exist, pop on over to my website where it's safe. You won't get bombarded with AI rubbish, and it'll be a fun place to be, and I really hope that you will join me there, but it's not quite ready yet as of my recording this video. I can't wait to share this new platform with you. It's going to be my means of making sure that I never ever get stung by Facebook again. It's just too emotionally draining, and your money goes down the tube because your sales go down the tube. All the sales that you were getting from Facebook no longer exist. And while I love making bags, it's our bread and butter. I do not have any other income. My family, it's all my bag patterns, and it's not easy to make enough sales to cover not only the costs and the running of the business, but enough money to live on. It's very hard, and when you get weeks of sales chopped in half or whatever, it's, you know, it sends a lot of people to the wall. If I didn't have my newsletter and the support from my customers on there, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I would no longer be designing. I'd be sitting here today saying bye-bye, I'm done, because I couldn't have survived without my newsletter. So please be aware of that if you're somebody who relies on Facebook. Any of these free platforms, if you rely on a free platform, look, just don't. That's all I can say is please just don't. Find other means of being able to stay in contact with your customer base. Even Instagram, they do the same thing there. It's just insulting. It's downright insulting. How do these people think they can just do this to other people and just get away with it? It's just, as you can tell, I'm just so over it, and I'm just so flabbergasted, and just I have no words left anymore. So please join me when I release my new platform. I'm going to be very happy to say that it is not going to be anything to do with Facebook. I will keep my Facebook group only as a means of helping people find me. It's hard. It's not easy being a designer. It's tough. But anyway, I've had my rant, and yes, even though my Facebook account popped back up, I just don't have the faith or trust in Facebook at all anymore. And yeah, the whole experience was devastating. It was just very, very stressful, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So my mental state feels a lot better since I don't spend so much time on Facebook. In some strange ways, I almost wish that Facebook never reopened my account, because that's how much mentally better I felt without that Facebook. It's unbelievable, truly. Anyway, so instead of scrolling on Facebook now, I'm going to go and work on my pattern. Catch you later.